I'm Brooke, and this is Brayden. We have 2 kids and 2 dogs, Rooney, Penn, Fraser, and Captain. At 75 tons and 55 feet long, our home is different. With time being non-renewable and our home being, well, movable, around the world we go as we roam to know. Welcome aboard, Mermaid Monster. Probably can't even see me because it's so close, but I haven't slept. I didn't sleep last night. I've just been watching the anchor. The chain stopper that holds our anchor snapped, like steel snapped off, which means it probably had some corrosion and I had a weak spot. Is Brayden and I's best guess, but that's not supposed to happen. So now all the weight is on our windlass, which is very bad. I don't know where, we can't go anywhere because the swells are like humongous. I don't even know, they're huge. So as I mentioned before, a squall is a sudden and violent storm. Mariners are familiar with their identification by looking out for their shelf-like and towering clouds. These clouds are usually seen above the leading edge of a squall. From the time these low cloud features appear in the sky, you can expect a sudden increase in the wind shortly after, followed by rain and sometimes lightning. Moral of the story? Always anchor for a storm. We did, but some did not. Go ahead, it's recording.
We woke up to a lot of turbulence last night, a lot of pitching and rolling, and the radios were very lively for a place with not that many boats at it. There's quite a big squall that came through, got up to about 47 knots of wind.
Oh geez, hang on.
Yeah, and checking the chain, people are calling us, other people are calling each other, everyone's trying to make sure that everyone's all right. Everyone seems to be okay. There's a few boats.
Show them that boat that hit. Show them the boat that hit.
There's a few boats that are unaccounted for. That hopefully they slept through it and hopefully they're fine.
See those blue and green lines? It's either 2 boats that hit or it's a boat and they're tender, but that doesn't.
It definitely looks like they dragged.
It looks like a boat, 2 boats that drug into each other.
I think it's a tender.
A tender?
But I think that that boat did.
Or as a big tender, it's a big boat with a big tender.
Yeah, big, but they're on the ocean side of things.
That's us and Emanu, the other Nordhavn. We've been talking, we've been in communication. Looks like we haven't drug, but our chain has paid out on its own a little bit, which isn't supposed to happen. But it's too dangerous to go outside right now to try to figure out what's going on with the anchor.
Just means that something happened with the snubber and the chain lock on the deck. I'll have to go out tomorrow to see exactly what happened. That snubber sometimes, when there's a lot of pitching, comes undone. I thought I figured it out so that it didn't happen anymore. How to rig that up correctly. There's definitely a way to do it so that it doesn't happen like that. So we are in pretty shallow water right now.
Yeah.
For what we're comfortable with, so, and there's not really anywhere to go for more protection, so we're just really holding tight, crossing our fingers. There might be another front coming through that might be a little bit worse, but again, it seems like everything is holding tight and we're good. It seems like all the other boats around us are pretty good, but I know everyone that's around us now because everyone's been talking on the radio in the last like 30 minutes or so.
The kids are asleep.
Isn't it good to be a kid? I remember when I was a kid and we had the Northridge earthquake, which was a really big one in California. and I just slept through it. No big deal. Other people lost their homes to it, and I just slept through the whole entire thing. Good to be a kid. Really good to be a kid.
So there's been some lightning strikes.
Space, sailing space.
This is a boat that they've been trying to...
They can't get a hold of this boat.
They're kind of worried about him. It's a small catamaran, I guess.
Some of the lightning was so bright over our head. I mean, so bright that the entire sky lit up. Like, I have all of our life jackets and our go bag, because that's how I am.
Are you gonna take this chart with us if we go?
No. Got my shoes. I put my hard drives in the go bag because that's what means a lot to me. I don't want to lose that.
It's calming down quite a bit. It's only about 22 knots.
It always freaking happens at night.
And I can't wait to go back to bed.
We were so excited we went to bed early because we were stoked to go to bed early. And here we are.
But you know what's good though? It's
4 hours
good
later.
to have exercises like this, as long as nothing goes wrong, because you understand how important it is to make sure that your deck is properly stowed before you go to bed, and you also understand how important it is to set and make sure everything is perfect every single night.
Doesn't matter if it's flat calm outside. It doesn't matter, because this has happened to us before.
From the talks on the boat, the boats are okay. What the captains are concerned about that are on the radio is if they do need to move, they're gonna have to put their crew outside, and that's not safe.
They don't want to
have
put their crew
to go outside, and they're trying to avoid that at all costs. If they do break free, they don't want to put anyone's safety.
People look out for each other out here. Everyone is checking in. Emanu called us first thing. Hey guys, are you okay? Do you need anything? How's it going? We're not dragging. We're not going to hit you. We just want to let you know.
Emanu doesn't have a lot of movement at all.
I know they're holding really well. We would hold if I just think our chain stopper came out.
Let me just say, Emanu is kind of a coveted boat. They're 62, which has very, very classic, almost like an industrial design to it.
It's a gorgeous boat.
Theirs, they don't make them anymore, but their boat is extremely well kept from the appearance. I haven't been inside.
I mean, it's insane. It looks immaculate.
It looks really, really nice. It's very, very well.
And
well
we're supposed to go into the town with them tomorrow, and I'm hoping that's the case.
Southern
It's okay,
Passage, any vessel not doing okay, please come back.
What do they say?
That's Southern Passage. They just want to know if there's anyone that needs help.
Who's Southern Passage? What kind of boat are they?
Southern Passage, this is motor vessel Midgillip in the Cambridge field, and at least from what we can observe, everybody here is fine.
We have friends on a vessel called Space, Sailing Space. It's a very small catamaran, maybe a 36, 32, and they move outside towards the sound of Thunderball, and we're a little worried about them. So if anybody's got a visual on them, please let us know.
Gosh.
We lost the dinghy off their davit, Southern Passage.
What?
Daybreak, where are you in relation to us?
Their dinghies off their
We're on
davit?
the bank side of Thunderball Grotto. We're close to Acadia that dragged anchors. Daybreak. This is Kaya 1-6. Yeah, Kaya, this is Daybreak. You want to switch to working channel?
So as you can see, squalls can be intense and nerve-wracking. You can collect a lot of damage in a short amount of time, especially if you don't take the time to button up your boat before bed every single night. But honestly, as scary as they seem, just like anything in life, they too pass quickly. The nighttime sea monsters disappear, and the glorious sun comes up in the morning.
So this is what snapped off right here, and then there's a pin that goes right in here, and then holds it and clamps it on the chain right here. So I'm thinking that maybe I can use this claw to rig something else up to go in here until we can get this, just this piece again. It's bad, but there's probably a weak point on there somewhere that would make it do that. It doesn't seem normal that that would happen, so it's probably good that it's being replaced regardless. I just hope, yeah, hope it's not too much.
Take me to the outside. Walk with me 100 miles. Explain why you broke down. Yeah, explain why you broke down. What I did wrong. You took me by surprise.
They're hollow, see? Something up with these rocks, they're like drums.
Mommy, look, I see no footprint.
They're musical. We're following
Weird.
the ghost footprints
There's ghosts.
to Boo Boo Hill.
I believe
Walk
in
on the
ghosts.
rock trail, not the sand.
Why did they say not walk on those?
Okay,
Because it's gonna hurt the
keep
wildlife.
going.
If you don't pay attention to the rules, the ghosts will get you.
No, they won't.
And I remain here until the air
You did it!
gets thicker. You take me to the outside.
See here. What's on here?
So there's a bunch of signs, but I don't know why.
You don't know why there's a bunch of signs? What is this hill called?
Boo, boo.
Why is it called Boo Boo?
Does everybody go?
There's all the shipwrecks.
Yeah.
Did you put anything on the signs?
Yes.
What did you put here?
Wood.
Do you,
But it was that tiny.
do you see any ghosts?
You can only see them if you have a flashlight at night.
And what happens if we see them?
If you see them, they might fight you, but that's okay if they fight you. They will go way through you.
They go right through you?
Yeah, there's no ghosts.
Are you scared of ghosts?
While in the midst of the storm, I realized that I forgot to explain where we even are. In the previous episode, I explained that we were heading to Staniel Key. On our way to Staniel, we saw another Nordhavn on our AIS anchored in Warwick Wells. So out of curiosity, we decided to pull in there next to them instead. We became instant friends after experiencing that squall together. After dusting off our wounds and exploring Warwick Wells headquarters, we were advised to go tuck in at Cambridge Key Mooring Field near Rocky Dundas Caves, a spot that I now highly recommend.
Why?
So we're here at this Cambridge mooring field tonight,
Mine too.
we're here with some sailboats, and then Emanu is down there with their anchor. We just could not find a spot to drop anchor, so we picked up a ball. And all that the Land and Sea Park told me was they think that it will hold our boat, but things happen. So not really sure what that means.
But I see you, honey. This isn't no